Never let a westernized woman, especially in the USA Matrix, to convince you you have access to the same amount of options, or if not more, that she has here in the USA Matrix. Let me make sure that's clear because I want you guys to understand this shit. Never let a woman in the United States Matrix or any Western influenced country try to convince your ass, especially if you're an average man, that you have access to the same amount of options as a woman does in a Western influenced country. Okay? I'm going to break this shit down, okay? So, anyways, without further ado, we're going to continue on my saga. After I did my voiceover. If you haven't seen my voiceover with the red pills in the background, I want you guys go look at it. Just made it a couple days ago. Anyways, my saga of the dating market here and how it's shitty, it's garbage, and it's a toxic waste dump for men. That's it. So, anyways, though, my name is Mr. GG, Men's Daily Advice and Encouragement Channel. Make sure you guys click the heart button on this video. Just click the heart button. I appreciate it. Repost this video. I appreciate it a lot. Also, to subscribe to me on YouTube. Yeah, my subs went up to 1,800. Yeah, I got a quick shout out. Yeah, on YouTube. Yeah, 1,800. And also to make sure you guys to click the like button if you're on YouTube. Thank you. And if you're on Rumble, you already know what to do. Go to my link inside of both YouTube and also here on TikTok. And make sure you guys click the Rumble link and follow me on there. I really appreciate it. And subscribe to me. Thank you. Turn your notifications on. Make sure you guys got the notification bell clicked on all so you can get all of my video notifications when I upload, and then also too when I go live. And when I join other lives, yeah, lately I've been a guest on a lot of people's lives. So, and then what happens in turn, a lot of my followers want to come on and see me, what they called it, perform. I don't know why, yeah. I have no idea. Anyways, without further ado, thank you guys so much. So I had a conversation the other night with someone that is like a 3 or a 4 on a 10 scale. Okay, and I'm going to talk about my neighbor, that a social experiment that we did a few years ago, right? And I had to explain to both of them, right, that despite the color of your skin as a woman or whatever it may be, the women generally in the United States Matrix have access, and it can attract way more guys without even trying than a guy can actually attract women. All right, I fucking mean that shit. All right, and I'm talking the average guy. Okay, I'm not talking the Chris Brown motherfucker or Nelly or no shit like that. No, I'm not talking about Sylvester Stallone or fucking Denzel Washington. No, just the average regular guy. You understand? All right, it's just how the fuck it is. I told you guys briefly in that last video I made that back in my day, it used to be cool where even in my late teens and 20s and shit, right? I used to be able to attract women and the women pay for my food, pay for my theaters and shit. They would bring over, put money in my pocket and shit like that, pay for the beer, whatever. Back in the day when I used to smoke weed, some of them would pay for the weed, bring over an ounce or a couple dimes, whatever. That's just how it was back in the day. And nowadays, these women are fucking entitled. They believe because you're the man, you're supposed to pay for shit. Which, we didn't sign any fucking contract. This is a silent contract, silent agreement that the delusion only made in their head based off what other fucked up women encouraged them to do. You know, because he's the man, he's supposed to do it. So I don't know why you doing all this shit. He's the man. He's the man. Motherfucking man. You are the man. You're supposed to do it. They've delusionally convinced a lot of these bitches to follow through that rhetoric. And in general, the majority of the women are compliant. I almost say cooperative. Compliant creatures. So they go along to get along. They do. You know, if there's a society of, let's say, 1 billion women, and we're going to say over, I don't know, 51% of them are doing the same shit to comply to society. I hate to say it, but they're going to do that shit. And 51% of them are encouraged to be slut bags, whores, and shit like that. and they are the majority. Yet they're going, in general, the majority of them, they're going to follow through with it because that's what they're taught. I thought I was supposed to do that. I thought I was supposed to have as many sausages inside of me, and by when I was in my when I turned 30s, 40s, and 50s, then some nice guy's supposed to come and save me and everything, and help me raise all these kids and shit. Even though the other guys didn't want to be with me, yeah, they're encouraged that shit, and then when they find out later that that's not what they're supposed to do, then they're at a fucking wreck. Damn, they can't keep the guy that they want to. They can get a guy. The women can get a guy. Don't get me wrong, but keeping one, right, takes skills. Takes a lot of skills to keep the attention of one man to pay attention to you. You gotta have skills for real. And the foreign traditional women overseas, the majority of them, they got skills. They know how to do it. It's not a thing where they gotta think about it and say, "Well, I'm gonna be effeminate for the right man." You know what I said? Light switch. Today I'm feminine. Oh, you're not. Oh, you're not the right man. Psh, light up. I'm gonna be the masculine bitch. Light off. Psh. Yes. Remember the old school saying? The clapper. Clap on. Clap on the clapper. Yes, that's how they think out here. Yeah, for real. They think they can turn their femininity on and off. They're like a light switch. So that's why I said the fucking dating market out here is garbage for men. It's fucking garbage. I made that video because when I was talking to my neighbor and I told them, they were like, "Well, men got access to the same options as women." I said, "We do." They said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, okay. Well, listen, look at me. I'm a single guy and I'm talking to you right now, right? If I can get access to the same options you got, right? Guess what? We wouldn't be on the phone. I'd be over here, man, doing the goddamn nastiest, disgusting shit I could. That's just what it is, right? But I don't have access to those options. Where that same woman, right, who I was talking to, right, she was a white woman, and she told me that she got like a couple hundred guys just filling her inbox up while she's on the phone with me. Like, it's insane, yeah. And I told her, "You see what the fuck I was talking about?" And she said, "Well, I thought it was always equal." It'll never be equal. No. Now, if I was to be a passport bro, if I'd head overseas, if I'd taken my passport, head overseas, now it's in reverse. Now I actually have if not more, the same options and access to the options you have. You understand? Keyword options. Doesn't necessarily mean they're good options, they're bad options, right? Don't matter. It's just the fact they're options. I can take advantage of them or not. I can exercise on them or not. That's just up to me, right? I can get inbox full of women overseas, depending on what country that I am interested in. I can get women who cat calls me down the street. I mean, a lot of passport bros have testified, in Thailand, they will cat call your ass for real. Because when they say they want the black and on man, they want the black of man. In the Philippines, when they said they want the black chocolate stick, trust me, that's what the fuck they want. Shit, for real. Even the innocent ones. "I'm innocent. I'm going to act like that. I don't want anything. And I'm going to act like that. I don't want to make myself desperate." Yes, she wants some too. Once you get her comfortable or whatever, right? And yeah, that's just what the hell it is. And it was hard for them to understand that shit, right? Here in the Matrix, wherever, like, damn, I thought every man had the same amount of options we do. No, the fuck we don't. Not anymore. This is 2026. We just left 2025. I'm just saying, for real. It's been like that for hella years. And then my other neighbor, my daughter's friend's mom, right? She was good friends with her son. And, they always hung out, play games and shit like that. And so she was telling me, about the dating market and how she can't find a decent man and all this other shit, and how she always tracked thugs and bad boys and shit like that. And I told her, again, you guys have access to the options that we don't, right? But a lot of you guys got access to good ass guys, but you guys think they're boring, for real. You guys destroy the relationships and all that shit. I wish I could find a good man or whatever, but I can't find one. I say, you can't. Yes, go on plentyoffish.com or tag or whatever it may be. Make a profile, about 6 photos, and just let it sit for about 7 days. She tried it. Miss, I can't find a man. Guess what? She had so many motherfuckers that filled her inbox up. It was crazy, right? I even told her about this girl who blocked so many guys that sent dick pics or whatever, and just wouldn't sit down and maturely have a conversation. She blocked so many guys, not just dick pics, but just creeps, I guess, or whatever they call them, to the point that Plenty of Fish said, "I'm sorry, you made the maximum a lot of blocks. Please, delete or create another account and all that shit." It's crazy. So just let you know, they got access to them. So tell you guys, The dating market is global, man. You got to get your passport, man. You got to leave. Fuck this shit, man. No more land whales, hippos, or women with psychological problems or fucked up hangups. Anyways, I'm out of here. Peace out.